Hey everybody, welcome back to SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 Universe Mode. I am Jitch, we are here, it's time to go. The show has changed a few times since the last time that you will have seen it, I think. For example, we now got Ryder versus one half of the tag team champions, David Hart Smith. Don't think that was what was originally there. We've also got Matt Hardy versus Batista. MVP and Mark Henry making their tag debut against the also tag debut of the Nexus in a steel cage match. And Shawn Michaels versus Jack Swagger one-on-one in the Raw main event. There's plenty of stuff to happen on this show. Don't know why this is steel cage. Don't know why this is false count anywhere. But we're just gonna roll with it. Because what else can we really do? This is going to be the game books of the year, as I said before. One small update, I've decided to give Zack Ryder the Cruiserweight Championship as a reward for beating Kofi Kingston. You might have noticed in the video description for the last episode that I put that was now for the Cruiserweight title. Because Kofi is eligible for it, and I think quite a few people are in this game. So we're just going to enjoy the Cruiserweight title as it is. So I guess after two big title victories, something's got to give in this one, you know? Something's got to give for one of these guys. Someone's going to have to lose, unfortunately, and I think realistically Zack Ryder is a singles competitor, so it should be him. We do have attires now. Obviously we've got some made by SARIA. Pudge, not exactly showcasing her skills. She can make some great attires, but that one I think was just a little silly. So I'm just going to go with that one. And for these guys, I made a Pepsi to match her cola. We'll use her one for that, because that actually, I think that one was a really good attire that she did. And even though she called Tyson Kidd's baby instead of cola as well. Unfortunately, I do think custom attires take a while to load. If you guys want me to, like I used to in the old ones, then please tell me in the comments below. That's something I meant to ask and forgot. If you guys want to see, no, hang on. I'll get this right eventually. If you guys don't want to see all the loading screens and the menus, because admittedly this is now taking quite a while, and this is all time that could be spent you guys not having to sit through, then do say so in the comment section, and I will gladly cut them out in the future. I don't mind cutting out all the menus and stuff. If you guys want to see specific parts of the menus but not other parts as well, let me know about that. Please just kind of let me know what it is that you guys want to see, because then I can work with that, and I think things will flow a lot smoother if you guys just tell me what it is that you do and do not want to see anyway. So feedback is important. So Zack Ryder is the first Cruiserweight champion, and we've got a whole year of universe where the belts are really fucking tiny. I don't know why they're so small in this game, but they sure are. You can't really ignore that. That is a very small championship. I've also got loading screens in between entrances. Again, if you guys want, I can cut those out just like I used to. I just basically need to know what it is that you guys would prefer that I did.
Accompanied by Tyson from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 250 pounds, from the Hart Dynasty, David Hart Smith.
Another thing that I'd really appreciate some feedback for in the comments, if you guys are willing to write a second comment, assuming you've already written the other one. Obviously you can pair the comments up together if you want. I just really need some feedback. I'm already considering just giving the unified tag titles in the game to some random team that aren't on a brand, like Mr. McMahon, and I'm sure there's another guy I've not used, like Druid. Mr. McMahon and Druid as the tag champions. And just like how I'm going to be doing Zack Ryder's is, you know, I'll say it's a title match. And then if Zack Ryder loses that match, although there won't be the big championship celebration scene, I'll go into the My Universe part and I'll modify who the champion is. So just let me know what you guys want to see there. If you guys want to see me split the tag team titles, put the unified on like two unsigned people, and then put the world tag on Raw and the WWE tag on SmackDown, do let me know. At the moment there are only 7 tag teams in the game though, so I know this game likes to make tag teams. I simulated was from... That would have been from April until the point we're at now, which is now December. And it had made about 4-5 tag teams that I just split because I didn't like them. Because they weren't original tag teams. They were things that they came into trend and made up that I wasn't going to stick with. I know one of them had Matt Hardy, and I just can't remember who he was teaming with. I think it was like Finley or something. I mean, some of them were like cross-branded and stuff, and I'm just not really interested in that right from the get-go. So, I'm going to give it my all here. I'm going to try and beat Mr. Smith, but whether or not I can is a whole other subject. I will try. I'm not just going to make it so that these episodes are just me getting my ass handed to me, and I'm not going to lower the difficulty so that it's just me squashing them either. I think some good competitive matches will be much more entertaining for you guys to see. It was insistent that Zack Ryder was going to be on this show. I know that. In terms of like the things that it's changed, just so you guys kind of know that there is like a pattern. Every time I went through the menus and then I came back, it had changed the matches. And Zack Ryder was always in the opening match in a Falls Count Anywhere match against someone and their manager. I think it was initially going for Zack Ryder versus like John Morrison with R-Truth in his corner, or R-Truth with John Morrison in his corner. One of the two. Zack Ryder's a bit of a bad boy in this game, so I don't feel so bad using a steel chair. He's a bit of a heel, I think. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that so early. The second match, which was fuck, who's even in the second match? I don't even know what the next match is now. There's another one-on-one. Oh, yeah, Matt Hardy versus Batista. That one got changed a couple times, but I think Matt Hardy always stayed in it. It was going to be Matt Hardy versus Zack Ryder. I think it actually double booked him at one point. It was also going to be Matt Hardy versus Kofi Kingston, I think was another one it had done. But it just kept changing them a little bit. The third match was always a steel cage match between the Nexus and Mark Henry and MVP. That one has not changed at all. And the main event, Jack Swagger versus Shawn Michaels, also has not changed at all. That was what it says it was going to be, and that's what it has been. Interestingly enough, this is the only match tonight that features any of the champions that were crowned on the Survivor Series show. For some reason, it just decided it wasn't going to book any of the others. Whoa! What the fuck just happened there? Zack Ryder's not very strong. I mean, I'm doing my damage. Admittedly, I'm not really trying to pin him. But, I'll tell you one thing, his momentum builds really slowly. I'm also surprised Tyson Kidd doesn't have David's back more, considering this is a Falls Count Anywhere match. I was really expecting to pretty much get beaten down by both of them together and just have Raw run by heels. Who even are the default champions? I mean, you know, the first champions. The tag champions are heels, I think. I think the Hart Foundation were heel. The US champion, Evan Bourne, that's not a heel. So that's a face. There is one. Oh, no, we don't have... Oh, shit! Oh my god, they're actually doing a rivalry between the two. Oh, I hate that move. Oh, Kofi. What a bad boy. You know what? Alright. That's fine. Hit me with your trouble in paradise. David Hart Smith's too stupid to take the pin anyway. Kofi Kingston. Keeping the rivalry alive. See, that's the thing. I think back then, like, almost every match had something to do with rivalries. So I'm expecting something to happen to Matt Hardy in the next match. I'm expecting something to happen to Well, I'm expecting something to happen in the steel cage match, and I'm expecting something to happen in the main event, because I think they're all based around rivalries. I think like every match in Universe, at least to some extent, focused on rivalries a little bit. Wow. He's a slippery devil. It's gonna be really underwhelming. What the fuck is the ref doing? He's like, hang on, I gotta get in the ring so Tyson Kidd can distract me. What's he think he's gonna do with that? I don't think I can change target, can I? No. Try to play out the story a little bit. Zack Ryder in this outnumbered rivalry. Going up against Kofi Kingston and the Hart Foundation. I think this is a pretty believable finish, so whatever. I'll take it. A bit botched, but I'll take it as like a at least slightly believable finish with a little bit of clumsy awkwardness in between. I've got to turn off post-match replays. That's another thing I'll be sure to do, because I'm sure no one wants to see those anyway. Realistically, it should have been that Kofi Kingston ran out, hit the Trouble in Paradise, and then I got pinned. I think that would have been the best ending there. But that wasn't bad. I would have honestly just eaten the pin if Kofi had, you know, if David Hart Smith had pinned me after Kofi ran in. Because I will go with a believable ending. I'm not going to be stupid. I'm not going to have, like, matches where, you know, I'll get hit with, like, my 17th pedigree and kick out at 1. From attack from behind, I might, you know, I might throw a fight or something. But I'll try my best as much as I can. So I'll continue recording the menus for all of today's sessions and all of the sessions up to when you guys give the feedback. But once I've heard some feedback on if you guys want all these menus in or not, I'll be sure to change it or leave it the same depending on what you guys want. So, yeah, I am sorry if there's going to be quite a few. April 1st is still like 2 weeks away from when I'm recording this. These are pretty much only recorded on the weekend. Zack Ryder and David Hart Smith are now enemies. Okay. Yeah, these are pretty much only going to be recorded on the weekend. So, I don't know. I can't really say that you'll see these very often. I'll use SARIA'S Maltese one. I thought it was really good. I think that one was really good too. So, we'll use those two. I'll cut the loading screen out here and you guys can give me your feedback on if you liked it or not, I guess, for those that don't know what I'm on about. Alright, so that's a little what it would look like if I were to just cut, except I wouldn't leave off on the menus, obviously. You probably wouldn't see the match cards and stuff anymore. But they'd be in the description anyway. So, I don't know. You guys' choice. Anyway, this is the last game Matt Hardy is in until 2K18, where he's DLC with Jeff. So, gonna be a lot of custom Matt Hardys, because he's not really one I want to get rid of, so... You know, depending on the year and how well I knew him and what he was doing and stuff, I'll try to, like, get the right versions of them based around the years that the games were out in. Which shouldn't be too hard, because realistically the community creations will probably be based around those years anyway. I think I made a slight mistake with what I said. I think this is supposed to be Survivor Series 2009, the last show is, by the way. I think we're supposed to kind of be in 2009, because WrestleMania 26 is 2010. These games don't come out the year they're named after. I fucked up. Oh, it's Batista. It's the heel man. So realistically, this is actually supposed to be set in 2009, but considering if we were to pretend that this was being played as it was new, it would be around 2011. Well, it'd be 2010, yeah, which is what I'd originally said. So I'm just going to go with that, because usually the games were like a year off or something anyway, so... Might as well. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of making it up as I go along. I could always rename the video Survivor Series 2009 and just say it was 2009. I really don't care. All I know is the Batista Shawn Michaels poster that it's got is Survivor Series 2009. The arena would have been Survivor Series 2009. So that's why I'm thinking, we'll just say 2009. So let's just say that we're saying it's 2009. I'm going to correct that mistake now. The year is 2009. I am Jitch. All is going well. So we've got about 10 years worth of universe to catch up on at my own pace, which means it will never actually happen. We'll always be a little bit behind. But won't it be fun that way? To kind of like relive things from years ago? You know, when I get to SVR 2012 universe, sorry, I'm getting a bit confused now. When I reach 12 and we're reliving things from 2011, won't that be nice? Won't you enjoy remembering things from that long ago? I suppose it would explain why someone like Vance Archer's around. I didn't really watch much in 2009/10. I think that's kind of when I was like falling out with WWE a little bit for the first time in my life. You watch me get beat by Matt Hardy. It's like, well, Batista couldn't win the WWE Championship, and now he can't beat Matt Hardy. Someone that realistically he should be able to squash. No disrespect to Matt Hardy, it's just Batista's supposed to be a freaking machine. I don't really understand what I'm doing with this one, other than losing. I don't think I'm doing that right. Do you just wiggle the sticks? Because if so, I think my right stick might be broken. That didn't really seem to be doing what I was hoping it would do. Wow, Matt Hardy is really facing this game. Those are quite the cheers for him. He only collapsed because I went to run into him and he hit me. Jeez, Matt Hardy's kicking Batista's ass. Alright, I might need to lower the difficulty to at least hard. I don't know. I do remember this is where they were trying to make the games a little bit harder again, because I think... Or is this when they were dumbing them... No, I think this might have been when they were dumbing them down, actually. Yeah, I think this is when they were starting to make them a bit easier. Because, like, this... I remember 2008. If you play that game on Legend... and you're me, because I'm not going to talk about everyone else, because then they'll just start telling me how wrong I am, you don't really have a very good time with that one. I remember I didn't when I did the 24/7 mode, and I played it on Legend to begin with. I remember just not having fun, because they counter too much. I really like the reversal limit that they introduce from 15 onwards. Or is it... No, it's not 15 onwards. It's like 17. 16 or 17, I think. Pretty sure 15... Yeah, it's 16. I think it's 16. Yeah. Yeah, it's 16, because it's in the Austin showcase. Once they introduce that, that's when I start to really enjoy the gameplay as it is. Because, like, this is okay, but the fact that he can just keep reversing and then, like, wailing on me, it does make it a little bit difficult at times. And I'm really shit with the PS3 controller. I just don't like its triggers at all. I like the PS3 because it's capable of a lot more than the 360 was in terms of resolutions and frame rates. It was more honest too. I used to have a lot of games like this on 360 that would say they were playing in 1080p, but this game doesn't play in 1080p. It doesn't on this and it doesn't on the 360. But the 360 would, I think, force upscale it, which didn't look very good. Whereas the PS3, I think, just plays it at 720. It adjusts my capture card every time, so that's what makes me think it's definitely doing that. I can't actually record from the PlayStation menu because it's a different resolution and it crashes the whole video.
But the fact is, that's just not realistic. I mean, that's what Batista is all about. And the animal collapses.
Wow, you lose a lot of momentum for rolling out of the ring.
I think I saw a tooth fly out.
There you go.
Ooh, a serious
Let's do... No!
What's he planning here?
Oh!
Batista from behind. A textbook suplex.
Not what I meant to do. We're gonna be bad boy Batista now. Yeah. Like a true heel. What the fuck? I went to throw him. The PS4's triggers I find fine, but the PS3's I just can't get used to. Am I going to be able to pin him off the exposed turnbuckle? No. That would have been a little bit of a lackluster finish, but I'm just trying to be the heel that Batista is. Apparently a bit of a coward.
Dear Lord, what a suplex. He's got him hooked. Oh.
I am looking forward to as the games go on, because they get better in my opinion. I like 11 a lot, but 12 is really nostalgic for me. Every time I play it, I just remember, like, that's kind of where the channel really started to grow. That's where it all began, the growth of the channel. So 12 is always kind of that special spot. Plus, obviously, it is where the original universe started from. Oh my god, Matt, please just lighten up on me a little bit. Why are you so damn talented? Yeah, flex. Flextista. Get up. Like, I feel like I'm definitely hitting it some of the times, but it's just not counting, and I feel like, as I say, it's just because I really hate the springiness of these fucking triggers. I feel like I need to buy these again on 360 just to properly enjoy them, but I'm not gonna do that. I would admittedly have the online access and be able to get superstar threads and stuff, because not superstar threads, community creations, because that was what I think I had the Bret Hart edition on 360. It's one of the first games I ever got on release. But that's long gone now.
I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far.
But I just feel like every time I press this trigger button, I'm just not getting the reversals that I'm pressing. Like, I can admit I'm shit, but I'm not this shit. Son of a bitch. Oh. So cinematic. Oh, come on, Batista. Yeah, that's right. That's right. This is a match on Raw, therefore finishers will be kicked out of, just as they are on Raw matches. You know what? Batista's a heel. I'm gonna do the heel thing. I've had enough. Oh shit. I love that they can just walk out the way and then do a ground grapple. Like whilst you're in the middle of falling. Well, it would be a little awkward if commercials started popping up in the damn game. I fucking hate this controller. I mean, I don't. I just don't like one button on it. Oh, fuck, Matt's gone heel. Oh, shit. Alright, he's got me. I can't deny him. I'll try to kick out, but... Oh, come on. Now you're just being a dick. Taunting. There you go. Not yet. Not like that. Why is McIntyre coming out? Who is that for? Why can't I beat Matt goddamn Hardy? Why is he so good at reversing everything? Yeah, that's what I meant to do. Son of a bitch. I'm supposed to be honest, I really haven't been doing much damage to him. I'm just trying to, like, just hurt him a bit. Wow, I only just got that fucking trophy. There you go. Camel clutch. Break his back, make him humble. I guess McIntyre was out to screw me, because Matt really needed backup? I don't know. Matt was really struggling in that match. I could see why. Fuck me, that was difficult. Yeah, I might need to just put it on hard rather than legend, because, like, I want to at least be able to put up a fight. All that is they just bury the shit out of me, and then I get, like, a few moves, and maybe win. I spend, like... It's like a John Cena match. I spend, like, 90% of it on the floor, getting my ass kicked, and then I do my 3 moves and win. I might have to change that. That's not very good. Undertaker looks like, whoops. Sorry about that, Edge. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, so this is 2009 I'm definitely rolling with. I like that. Yeah. The year is 2009. It is now December of 2009, and the Jitchin Saria universe has just begun. There is many stories to be told. Okay. I've got to play the boys. I've got to. I think the Barrett attires are like really bad. I didn't really know what to do. I'm not going to use SARIA'S Nexus one. I'm sorry, Saria. I just don't like all the yellow on it. I'm going to use his default. I do, however, like the Nexus one for Otunga. Sexy. Oh, it's his fucking civilian one, isn't it? I don't like those. I guess purple? I don't remember what these are now, and I only just made them. All he's got is black and whites. Guess we'll go with black. I think the black one had some purple on it. I did originally name all the attires like black and purple and white and blue and blah blah blah, but I kind of got like bored of how long it was taking to type them all, so I stopped doing it eventually and just went with the primary color of them. So black might actually have some black and purple on it. Or some purple on it. It's already got black, you already know that. But it also might not, because I really don't remember, and I definitely didn't make Mark Henry's and MVPs thinking of them as a team. So they're just not going to look like a team in this one. That's cool. I'm going to go ahead and turn off post-match replays again, because fuck those. Let's get this going. I think the next show, I'll just cut out the menus. To be honest, I think I will just leave out the menus, because I just don't have that much to say. It's quite hard. I don't know why.
From Miami, Florida, weighing 259 pounds, Montel Spontaneous Porter, otherwise known as MVP.
I like that this is the very first episode of Raw in the Jitchin Saria universe, J&S universe if you want to call it that for short. I know I said WTX in the last few. Yeah, I thought it over. I actually like J&S universe more because this is Jitchin Saria, not WTX Jaichi anymore, so I think the J&S is just fine. It doesn't roll quite as like the same as WWE WTX, you know, they kind of had that connection, the W being the connection. But we're gonna go with J&S universe because it's still 3 letters. It's a good shortened version. That's J and S. It's just I'm saying it as J and S because J and S sounds quicker and better than saying J and S every time. That doesn't roll as smoothly. I hate those red shines so much. I hate this entrance. Happy Mark Henry creeps me the fuck out. Is not okay. He's fucking bobbing head. It's so weird. It's just so strange. I really don't even remember this version of Mark Henry. I know that this was what led to the Hall of Pain, but fuck me, it's bad. I just tried to go for a traditional Mark Henry outfit here, I think, with the black and the red bits, but obviously the red shine does kind of defeat the purpose of recoloring them at all. A-list. I like that that's gotta be mentioned. So I thought I'd give them this entrance. It was kind of the most fitting one for them, the whole arms raising and stuff. They still don't quite act as brooding and moody as the Nexus, and they're still coming down to the ring from the ramp rather than the entryway, or the crowd, I should say. But for some reason, crowd entrances were removed with the Sandman back in 2008. Sorry, 2009. Sandman was in 2008, as the only game he was in. And then they were brought back with the Shield in 2K4. No, 2K15. No, the Shield are in 2K14. Yeah. So, yeah, there's that. So, unfortunately, there isn't really a Nexus entrance. This is what I found really strange when I was setting up the tag team in Universe. Like, oh, no wonder they're not a tag team that just get made by default when you get the DLC. It's because they don't fucking have any of the Nexus stuff. I don't even know what their entrances are. I'm going to guess probably the generic ones. I really enjoy the concept of a tag team steel cage match as long as it's escape only. Because you can either leave your tag team partner to the Sharks and get that escape, but put your tag team in the advantage in the sense of that one of you's already escaped. You can strategically try to escape at the same time. Actually, that's it. Those are the only two things. But sometimes one escapes and then the other one manages to as well. David, no! No, the Nexus only just began. Don't take this away from me. We've got a year. We've got a whole year of the Nexus to come. Because I can't remove those armbands. So, they have to stay together. You know, I can live with the fact that Mark Henry and MVP's outfits match. I don't care about that. MVP's, you know, whatever. They're not really that standout. It works as singles as well as tag team. But the Nexus, they gotta stick together. It's like the Hart Foundation. If the game tries to split them up, it's not getting it. I'll let it split some teams up. If it splits John Morrison and R-Truth up, it can split John Morrison and R-Truth up. If it splits MVP and Mark Henry up, I'll be pretty happy because I like Mark Henry and I'm not really a big MVP fan. But the Nexus, absolutely not. I'm not even a David Otunga fan. I like Barrett and I like Justin Gabriel. I don't like Otunga, but it's still... This is the only game where the Nexus exists. Let me have this. I realize I'm doing all of this literally just because David Otunga accidentally hit a bulldog on me and it clearly wasn't part of a split, but let a guy talk, alright? It's hard to come up with things to say when talking during Universe. I don't want to commentate like a fucking wrestling commentator, so it's pretty cringy looking back at it. I really don't have any pride in that, so I'm not doing it again. Oh, son of a bitch. Go on then, Mark. Go for it. Leave MVP on his own. I beg you. David Otunga will put him in his place whilst I get my ass kicked. They're just so good at reversing. They're just so good. Every match is like this fucking pure, like, back and forth grapple. Chain grappling. It's just, that's just the way of the 2011. I'm not helping Otunga. I don't want him to leave me on my own. I will get demolished. MVP can escape. I'm fine with that. This is more like it. I can't believe Barrett can just lift Mark Henry. See, MVP. Alright, 2-on-1. I mean, admittedly, we're up against the world's strongest man. That's not good. But let's just pretend we stand a chance. David, no. Don't leave me. David, no. Alright, I gotta hit my finisher on him before I go for the escape. Otherwise, he's just not gonna stay down. I gotta do this. Oh. Oh, wow. He actually managed to catch him on that last bit. Let's see if I can, like... Oh, I was gonna try and catch him on, like, the rebound. Or throw him into the cage. Throw him into the cage, yeah! Take some of that. Let's do another environmental cage move. Let's throw him into the corner. No, Otunga, this is mine. Fuck off. Oh, whoops, I forgot that button. No!
Who's behind?
I forgot that, the up button just puts him on the top. David! Fuck off! Let me have this!
Never short on confidence is Wade Barrett. He's scrambling, and this might be premature. And now the toll of this very physical contest is beginning to show on his body. Not again. Not
Oh.
Barrett.
What the? Oh, big boot. What?
Perfectly.
Wait, is this when the Winds of Change was his finisher? Was that ever his finisher?
And he plummets back down. How much pain and frustration have to be going through his mind now? Barrett, showing
Yeah, rub the hands. No! No! Mark Henry, no! Barrett boot!
Barrett just plants him. In the near 400 pounds comes Crash Barrett.
Oh my god, I actually managed to do a finisher!
And there's the power of
That's
Wade
it.
Barrett.
I'm out. I'm leaving this one to Otunga.
The cage, and he's looking to make a break for it.
We got this. Otunga, get out. I'm gonna say, don't start attacking him, you idiot. I'll wait for him. I think I might have stalled enough for him. I don't know. No, he's just stood there. Did it break? Okay, that's cool. I think the cutscene of me escaping froze it for Otunga. Oh, wow. Just a rolling elbow and he is right back at it. He's gonna fuck it up, isn't he? He's David Otunga. Of course he's gonna fuck it up. What was I thinking? I should have played as Otunga.
I'll never understand why Mark Henry
Wade Barrett had this in control. David Otunga, he ain't gonna do this.
What has he got left to prove? He's booking it.
He's booking it. Okay. With the little back and forward no cell escape the cage battle. This is cool. Come to Papa. Come to Mr. Barrett. Yes. Actually try to climb, David. You can do it. If you just use your legs and arms, you will get over the cage wall very easily. If you just stand on the wall and think for a little while, you're never gonna make it out. Yeah, you can stand on the wall and just think. That's fine. You're allowed to do that. You go for it, Mark. I can't do anything. I don't know if anyone remembers this game very well, or if that's even... I think it might even still be that you can't control them. You can't do anything with the guy on the outside once you escape the cage. You just have to watch. So... it's gonna be a while. Something tells me. And it's gonna be Mark Henry and MVP that win. I already know that one. I can already see that happening. I really am tempted to split the tag titles though, just because I don't even know any teams that would have double title entrances. Like, first of all, every tag team has to come out separately because tag teams don't come out together when they're double champions.
Trying to end this one quickly.
So that's already pretty shit. And then second,
And he gets Brady back down. Look out!
I've gone brain dead, sorry.
Force my
So yeah, so first of all, the tag teams don't even come out separate. I mean, come out together when they're holding the unified tag titles. They all come out separately. Second, there are not that many double title entrances, despite the fact that the titles have to be put together in Universe. So most of them are going to come out the exact same way that David Hart Smith did earlier in the show. That is the only double title entrance that most, I think like 90% of the people in this game have. And then there's like John Cena, Kofi Kingston, I think maybe John Morrison.
This is it.
Oh, holy shit! I stand corrected, he's got this.
Going for a quick escape.
And there's like, I think Mark Henry, no, he comes out wearing his belt for his entrance, and then he takes it off as part of the cutscene, I think. Like Kane. There's like the only people that get like double title entrances.
Just about over.
Well, there's MVP's ass. That's the ass of a loser.
That's all she wrote.
Sorry, MVP. You suck. I missed this theme. This song is so good. Well, that's that. David Otunga and Wade Barrett acting like a couple of school kids now because they won. What a shame. MVP made it out, but only MVP made it out. Mark Henry, so much for the world's strongest man. Couldn't even escape a cage. What a joke. Break them walls down, fellas. Alright, we got one more match, and what a match it's gonna be. Shawn Michaels and Jack Swagger, holy shit. Somebody better call my mama and tell her I'm gonna be late home for supper, cause that's incredible. What's this? What changed? Oh, they're letting us know that Tyson Kidd and David Hart Smith have increased as singles competitors, while Zack Ryder has dropped. Also, Batista has increased, Sheamus has dropped, Kane has increased, I don't know, oh, because Mark Henry dropped. Right, Batista increased because he won a match, and Mark Henry decreased because he lost, which put Kane and Sheamus up and down, respectively. Whereas on that one, it doesn't say that anyone actually moved, just that Tyson Kidd and David Hart Smith went up and Zack Ryder dropped below someone. I don't know. Whatever. Time for our main event. Shawn Michaels and Jack Swagger going one-on-one. Why? I do not know. What will I do about it? Play it. That's what. No, not Title Americano. I think the money one was quite good, if I remember right. So I'll give it a fair chance. Sorry, I did do some great ones. Just obviously for those she didn't care about, didn't know what to do, and their outfits weren't easy to work with. So, you know, I can't blame her for giving Ezekiel Jackson an all-white outfit with like, sort of like pink boots or something. I can't blame her. You know, she doesn't know anything about Jack Swagger, but she did a great job because his attire is so easy to work with. There's plenty of inspiration there. Why wouldn't there be? I'm going to let you guys stare at the Raw logo whilst I grab a drink. Disregard that sound. You didn't hear that. It's the placeholder of the WWE Championship. Oh fuck, he's got a DX entrance attire. Oh shit, I can't change that either. That's just part of it. You can't change the entrance attires. You can't recolor them. You can't do anything. Ah, damn it. Shawn Michaels and Triple H are just going to have to be a tag team in this mode then, I guess. I'm going to have to reunite DX. I'll be sure to do that. They also don't have double title entrances, though. The more and more I think about it, the more it just makes sense for me to just do away with the unified tag titles. They don't seem to serve much of a purpose. I think it was a really bad idea when WWE did it. And they got those really ugly belts as well. Yeah, it just kept getting worse. Oh, Shawn Michaels. What a guy. What a fella. The guy who was the placeholder champion, which means nothing. These were two of the people from the Scramble match. I guess this main event does make sense. Swagger! Gold is definitely an interesting color for Jack Swagger. We'll go with the story of he is desperate for the WWE Championship and he's going to wear the colors of it until he wins it. Until I don't use this attire next week because I like to rotate them. But until then, all good. So Shawn Michaels versus Swagger is the first ever main event of Raw. We can't all be winners. Wasn't like the first real main event of Raw, like Yokozuna winning a squash. Or was that the opener? I don't remember what the first ever Raw main event was. I don't think it was anything spectacular. They wasted the whole show going on about how funny it was that Bobby Heenan couldn't get in the building. God, I did not like Bobby Heenan. Just did not care for how much time they would waste on him. He's just a shitty manager who couldn't cut a good promo for his life. Alright, that one was purely opinion. I will backtrack and say, you know, I'm a fucking adult in the end. I can admit that. Some people love Bobby Heenan. Some people, most people, I believe, think he was fantastic on the mic. And I will not take that away from anyone. You are entitled to your opinion. But I just don't like his promos. I just don't like him. I think that he detracted from the shows too much. I think Paul Heyman is starting to follow that formula. He just wastes time talking about fuck all and not getting you excited, but making you check your watch and go, oh my god, he's still talking. A little bit like watching this video. Controversial opinions with Jitch. I would love to see Jack Swagger do a random bulldog that fast and that to that motion. Because the landing of that was very Rey Mysterio.
The tension in this arena is palpable for this main event.
Shawn Michaels is getting fired up.
Wow. I take it DX was still around in 2009. Well, actually the game would have been made in mid-2010. So I take it DX was still around in mid-2010. I don't remember when they did their last split.
And the knuckles connect. Oh, wow.
Wow, this is going smoothly. He's just kind of not in the range of Michaels' chops. Does Michaels not have, like, springboards? Or is it just because he's... Oh my god, what?
The greatest competitor in the history of the WWE.
That seems wrong to me. That seems like a move worthy of a pin. Okay, maybe not. Oh, I loved that about this game. They actually got like red on them when they were hit too much. So Swagger's now got a red chest. That was a good detail. Them starting to like bruise up was good. You could get them looking real fucked up by the end of a match.
Michaels has the headlock.
And Swagger blocks it. Ouch! Look at this.
I don't know why, but I always figured Shawn Michaels would be able to do springboards though, but I guess not. I guess he's not that much of he's not like a flippy guy, no. He is a light heavyweight and he does do like elbow drops and stuff, but you know, and he does do this moonsault, but I guess no, he's not really known as like the flippy guy, is he? So he's kind of an all-arounder. Mostly charismatic, that was his biggest selling point, from what I've been able to tell. That and just a phenomenal in-ring worker. I don't know, the moment I started watching the Attitude Era from, which is the Survivor Series, the SummerSlam before leading into the Survivor Series. The moment that the 13 Attitude Era mode says is the beginning moment of the Attitude Era, which was pretty great. From the moment I started watching it from, Michaels wasn't around much. SummerSlam through to that Mania, and then he left. And I'm only up to 99, so I don't know if he eventually comes back, but, you know, I've been through coming on 2 years, and I've not seen him, so... I mean, I've seen him once or twice. He screwed X-Pac, he was... You know, he came out at Mania 15 and laid down the law and disappeared again. But I'm still waiting for the actual Michaels return. I know it comes eventually. I know he isn't gone forever. I'm not stupid. But at the moment, I'm not really watching much of it. I'd much rather spend my time recording some Universe for the channel than I would just sitting back and watching old wrestling. Or even current wrestling. I'd rather do this. I love the idea of, like, when this comes back, being able to give you guys, like, a lot of episodes.
Oh, you can almost see the tears in his eyes. The chop turning the chest red and swollen. Jack Swagger into the headlock.
I'd like to be able to record, like, a week's worth in a week, but I'm just not sure if I'll be able to. Because obviously there may only be 4 matches, but some of these can go quite long. Saria mostly won't be joining me for this because she isn't really interested in wrestling enough to sit and watch me play a full show, which is going to feature some people she's just not interested in. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. There's different levels of being interested in wrestling in the end, after all. So the only time that this is ever really going to be filmed is when she goes away to a weekend job, or any other time she's away, which is very unlikely. So this will come and go quite a bit. Because, you know, for as long as she's got that weekend job, which she probably won't always have, there's already you know, there's always going to be that possibility. It's not really that needed. And she's not really all that happy there. But that's her own personal business, and I'm not going to delve into that much further. But anyway, the point in what I'm basically saying here is this may not always be as consistent as it may be when this first comes up. Thank you. Jeez, that was awkward. But at the moment, I've got quite a few hours each weekend where I can do this, and I will do it to the best of my ability for you. There you go. The Heartbreak Kid. Big old red chest. I actually managed to get that one done. I think sometimes you can get cutscenes after a victory animation, so I'll let it play out. And the possibility that a cutscene will come up, but I'm gonna guess we're probably not gonna get one. I'm gonna guess this was quite an uneventful episode of Raw. We had a couple run-ins, but I think those were just because of who the rivals they had were. I was really expecting like Triple H to come out and us to kind of set something up for TLC, but I guess not. So that's gonna be it for this episode of the Jitch and Saria Universe 2011. Thank you for joining us, joining me even. I really enjoyed bringing this one to you. It was quite a short episode, I think. Oh no, it's just gone over an hour from what I can see. Okay, so it wasn't overly that much of a short episode. There were a few matches that took a bit longer. But Shawn Michaels winning that puts him at the #1 contender spot that he was already at. Maybe that was supposed to be a contenders match. I don't know. I guess we'll see where the game's going with it. But those are the rankings coming out of that. And the next show that will be up for you guys is Superstars. Nope. So let's go ahead and see what we've got. Coming up on Superstars, we might have, because it will change, it may change, I should say, won't, not will. Matt Hardy versus Zack Ryder 1-on-1. This could be a Cruiserweight title match. I do think that Matt is eligible, but I think it's a little soon for Zack Ryder to be defending the Cruiserweight title. So, probably not. A handicap match between Cody Rhodes and the team of Yoshitatsu and Lex Luger. Okay. And in our main event, a 6-man battle royal featuring all 3 members of the Nexus, Chavo Guerrero, Ricky Steamboat, and Mike Knox. What does the winner get? I don't know. I have no idea. I was assuming Superstars was going to be used to kind of boost the lower ranked people on Raw and SmackDown, but looking at it, Matt Hardy was on Raw this week, Zack Ryder was on Raw this week, Barrett and Otunga were on Raw this week, but the rest are all different, so it's like 50-50, but then I don't know who's going to be on SmackDown coming up, so I can't really say what the purpose of Superstars is going to be just yet. It might just kind of be an extra show where you get to see people you've already seen on Raw again. But, yeah.
See you guys next time for Superstars.
Bye!